Hey everybody, it's Josh, SNE Weather here again, going over early next week's storm system, which we see right here. This is Friday afternoon, over New Mexico, and I'll just put it forward here. And you can see it's starting to get its act together over Texas, moving across Louisiana, coming right out of the Gulf of Mexico, and those are the systems that are never good for our area for rainfall or even snow if that was the case. So moving forward, as you can see, it is very inland here. Now, I want to mention other models are further east. So I think the GFS, if I recall right, is somewhere over Pennsylvania, and the Canadian is actually right over Connecticut. So the models are not um, in agreement on the exact location of where the storm is. So there is uncertainty where this is going to happen, but we are certain that a powerful storm is going to develop. And we're moving forward in time, as you can see, it just sits all over the Ohio area, and eventually just kind of almost dissipates and gets itself rained out. And this is the beginning of the system that I talked about that could be coming for later in next week. And I'm going to give you a brief little thing on that at the end of this video of what may happen with this storm system and why I don't agree with the Euro's the European computer model's output today. All right, so let's get in it. All right, here we go. This is the eastern, and you can see same thing I just said. You know, got ourselves our storm getting a nice heavy rainfall. I mean, look where all this is coming from. I mean, like I'll let me go back here real quick. I mean, it's coming right out of the Caribbean. All this moisture is coming right out of the Caribbean. That's why I said last week, what kind of entity are we going to have that's going to come up this way? Because, there was a point where something tropical was showing on models of developing and possibly doing something like this, but thankfully there's nothing there. But it was something we had to keep an eye on, and then for the rest, there you go. All right, here we go with the vorticity real quick, and you're gonna see it's just a lot of energy right there. You can see it's getting fed in. It's gonna start exploding, and there we go. There it is. Our storm system just exploding right over Ohio. I mean, look at this energy just wrapping around, and we got these individual of um, vorticity right there, and definitely probably going to see some thunderstorms out of this system. I mean, that's a pretty decent line right there. All that energy just coming rolling right on through. All right, and here we are, dew points, and as I said, you can see exactly where this is coming from. It's coming right out of the tropics. It will feel humid on Tuesday and Wednesday, before the system finally exits. I mean, look, we're gonna be looking block on 59-degree dew point. Look at Florida, 29, 49. Like we are going to be warmer than Florida on Tuesday and Wednesday. Look at the moisture too. Like, so look at these precipitable water, 1.58 inches of water just sitting in the atmosphere. Very tropical air mass coming over, which is going to lead to some heavy rainfall amounts. Um, for the most part, models have been between 2 to 4 inches of rain. I would say it wouldn't be surprised because the amount of tropical moisture that's going to come up, someone could get close to a 5 inch amount. You kind of do see that up here in the New Hampshire area. People possibly getting 5 inches of rain. So for the most part, 2 to 4 inches of rain and isolated amounts of 5 to 6 are not possible. Here we are with the winds. This is the 925 millibar level of the atmosphere. And look at this. This is like between 50 to 70 miles per hour. 80, like this is like maybe 65, 75, 80 mile per hour winds sitting in that atmosphere. And if we're going to have thunderstorms come in, there's going to be a chance that some of these winds could get mixed down into the surface. I mean, you can see it just lining up along the east coast of Massachusetts. So, and as well as into Narragansett Bay area. It is a possibility that some of these winds do mix down. And for the most part, the Euro is not going too crazy about the winds. I mean, you could see hurricane force gust over here on Long Island. I think these are a little down. I think they're going to be a little higher than this. So I would say between 50, I'll play conservative, 50 to 60, maybe 65 mile per hour is possible. But someone could get 70 to 75 mile per hour wind gusts. It's not out of the realms of possibilities. All right, and the next map. All right, this is the map I was telling you earlier. This is the Canadian model, and you can see it's right over Worcester. The arrow's all the way back here. This is something we'll have to watch because if this does happen, and if there is still the possibility that this could even end up out here, I mean, it could even go over the benchmark for all we know. That is a possibility. And if that does happen, we're going to get right into this snow area, and that's something we'll have to keep an eye on. So the next one I'm going to go over, this is late next week, and as you can see, our system has dissipated a little bit, and you can see the 540 line right here. That is a symbol and a sign that there's going to be a cold air mass sitting in place over our area. And we got a low pressure system down here over by Louisiana. Now, as I move it forward, it goes right over Florida. You can still see the cold air mass in place. So definitely getting some lake effect snows out here in the New York area. Move it forward one more. Looks like there's a little bit of a low pressure system trying to develop right here. You got this one here and here, and you can see low pressure is deepening, but it's way out here. I don't like the looks of this, and I'll tell you why. If this is a 583 millibar low pressure that's deepening and developing, I would expect this 540 line to get in there a lot better than what this is showing. I mean, you can, it's kind of hinting of that trying to do it right there. I don't like the looks of this, and I do think that this has enough room to come back. It is possible that it comes up over here. It's possible also that it doesn't get into the benchmark, but stays off here. But either way, if it does, it could bring an area of snow to our area. If, and I say if that happens. The models were showing the potential of a nor'easter kind of system bringing some snows into our area. But for now, it's way out to sea, and I'm not convinced that this is the final solution because I would have, if this is a 983 millibar low pressure system, I would expect this 540 line to start wrapping around. I mean, it's wrapping out way out here. That doesn't make any sense. Like, I would expect it to start that should be here. So my thinking is, and the possibility is that this may actually be here if this is happening, or this is not in the right place and it should be over here. So this is something I'll be watching over in the next about week or so on this storm system. I won't have another update for this until probably Saturday. I'm thinking Saturday for now. I was thinking tomorrow, but unless I see something that hints that the possibilities there of this like actually developing. So I'm gonna wait till Saturday and I'll do another update and let you guys know what is gonna happen with this storm system. Um, because I'm not convinced that this is the final solution. The GFS has totally dropped this storm possibly happening, and it did the same thing the Euro is doing now. Could be just a windshield wiper effect with the models, but we'll see what happens. But for now, I'm gonna sign off and hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving and have a great rest of your day.